Hello, YouTube. Own Soldier 86, right back at you here. And what we are going to do now is take a little second to talk about the GoldenEye Setup Editor, which is the program that we are going to be using to create the level in Super Smash Brothers. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to need to locate this current build of the GoldenEye Setup Editor online. It is free and available for you. It's produced by a user named Subdrag, and he is phenomenal. This is a gentleman who's been working on this project for, well, since the beginning of emulation itself. um, just some, and it's not just him, but a conglomeration of users that have been just fantastic and have been contributing to the ability to edit everything in GoldenEye and Perfect Dark and several of the classic Nintendo 64 games that we know and love. And so shout outs to those guys. And I can't really say too much more at this point. What you will also need is you will need a ROM of Super Smash Brothers. It has to be a specific type of ROM, which is known as a byte flipped ROM. And I will show you my file because I have the capability, since I have an EverDrive, I was able to dump the ROM of my classic game, my actual real cartridge, Super Smash Brothers. So I have a legal ROM copy of that. And when I dumped that ROM, it was labeled as actually, this is retitled, but it is .N64. This is the type of ROM that you're going to need. There are several labels that you can get, such as Z64. Those will work, but they will not be byte flipped to the correct specifications that are going to be needed to be read by the editor. And you can byte flip those actually in the GoldenEye Setup Editor itself. And I can possibly show you how to do that as well. But again, we're into issues of legality because technically this is a game that was published by Nintendo, and we don't want to get into any legal issues over this. So what I can share with you is that these are all copies here. All I have done is I have relabeled these ROMs, renamed them actually. And this test file is the one that I've been editing and throwing new levels into. I have several copies so that I can, if in case I get to a point where I've crashed a level so much that it just won't load anymore, I can revert back to a different save file. Because you have to understand that the program that we're going to use is very, it's not super glitchy, but it can run into some issues and it can brick your ROM. So it's great to make extra copies. And frankly, these ROM sizes, 16 megabytes is nothing these days. So having several copies of these on hand is really, really useful. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and open up the GoldenEye Setup Editor. Okay. And what's going to happen is the first time you open it up, it's going to be, here it is, perfectgold.exe. And the first time you set this up, it's going to be labeled as most likely either GoldenEye or Perfect Dark with the background. And what you're going to need to do right away is you're going to need to go to Tools, Switch Editor Game, and switch it to Super Smash Brothers so that we can be in the correct setting for GoldenEye Setup Editor. And it's another one of those things where it's just, this is why we do this. You can't be editing Super Smash Brothers in the Perfect Dark settings, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then from here, we're going to open the level that we're going to plan to edit. So open setup uncompressed, and it's going to ask for the ROM that you're going to need. And I already have that labeled here again, SSB mod Sonic 2 test. This is the one I'm editing. And then they give you a drop-down menu for the level you want to load. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the one that we're going to edit over, which in this case is going to be Congo Jungle. And we're going to open, and it should work. We had a little suspended symbol roll as an indication that we are loading, and it is complete. And this is what we should see, which is the traditional level that we see in Super Smash Brothers, the Congo Jungle level with all the textures and everything intact. And we are going to take the next few videos to completely decimate this level and turn it into something else. So stick around, and we hope you enjoy these videos. We're going to be diving into importing our OBJ next.